If you just logged into QuickBooks Online and thought, wait a minute, everything looks different, you're not alone. The new QuickBooks Online version is here, and if you're feeling a little lost and maybe a lot lost, don't worry. In this video, I will walk you through the navigation essentials in under 15 minutes so you can find what you need and get back to work fast. I'm Veronica Wasek, the unstoppable introvert and founder of 5-Minute Bookkeeping. I help virtual bookkeepers to become confident professionals and thriving business owners. Today, I am showing you exactly how to navigate the new QuickBooks Online interface, and I'll share some time-saving shortcuts. Let's go to the tutorial. When you open the new QuickBooks Online, you'll see the left navigation bar. You'll see the Create menu that used to be called New. Now it's called Create. You'll have a search field, the settings icon, which hasn't really changed. At the top, you'll see various different menus that you used to see on the left navigation bar. You can click on any one of these. So let's click on Accounting. And you'll notice that when I clicked on that menu, it now opened a second left navigation bar. Notice that I can minimize the left navigation bar and maximize it again, but I cannot hide the first left navigation bar. So under Accounting, you'll see that we have bank transactions, reconciliations, chart of accounts, and various other things. But you'll notice that we don't just see Accounting, we see all of the other menus, and then we're able to drop down to see all of the items within those menus. I'll go ahead and go back to the dashboard. I can select Dashboard, or I can click on Intuit QuickBooks. Below the menus, we have the AI business feed. I will cover the AI functionality in a different video. Then we have a section to create actions. You can select any of these options, such as recording a payment, creating an invoice, creating an estimate, and then you can select to show all. You'll notice that you have pre-selected favorites. They're all marked by the green star, but then you can add your own. So let's add a couple. And we'll take a couple off. You'll need to save, and then you'll see the ones that we added. Below that, we have Business at a Glance, which is essentially a customizable dashboard. You see various cards here with important information to help you or your client manage their business. So we'll see sales, profit and loss, expenses. You have the option of adding widgets. So, for example, it's suggesting that we add sales. So I'll go ahead and select that. Okay, and then we can also toggle and move all of these cards. Go to the Customize icon, and then click and drag for where you want to place your cards. You can also remove widgets. I'm calling them cards. I guess they're calling them widgets. So I will call them widgets. So let's say that we wanted to add deposits and remove the sales and get paid funnel. And we'll select Save. And then we have to save again. And then if we wanted to hide this, we just click on this icon. And that turns off the financial information. I'll turn it back on. Let's take a look at the Create menu. So it's a plus sign on the upper left-hand corner. This menu hasn't changed. So everything is there exactly as it used to be before it was called Plus New. Now it's called Plus Create. From the upper right-hand corner, you have the COGS or Settings menu. And this also hasn't changed. However, if you do want to switch back to the previous version of QuickBooks, this is where you do that. Just click Switch, and you'll be switched back to the older version. However, you need to be aware that everyone will be moved to the new version of QuickBooks very, very soon. Let's take a look at Search. You can enter any amount and even any word. Notice that after I typed in bank, you'll be able to jump to various locations within QuickBooks. So it could be bank rules, bank transactions, perhaps creating a bank deposit. So it'll really try to take me to anywhere where the word bank is used, or perhaps where I might use the functionality for bank. Or it'll show me transactions that have the word bank in the description or in the memo. It'll show reports, accounts, and even help topics. Now let's take a look at the left navigation bar. We have bookmarks. I'll talk about that in just a moment. We already looked at the dashboard. You have this AI feed, which, as I said before, I will cover AI functionality in another video. Reports, the section called My Apps, which is really all the menus that used to be on the left navigation bar there under My Apps now. Let's start with My Apps. As I said before, from the dashboard, you can go to the various menus or apps, as QuickBooks is now calling them. You can also go to them from here. So I'll go ahead and click My Apps, and you will notice that you can now open a second left navigation bar. This navigation bar can be collapsed, so you can toggle on and off. And then you'll see all of the different menus, which, as I said, they're calling apps. So you have accounting, expenses, sales, customers, team, which is payroll, time. So all of the things that you used to see on the left navigation bar are now located in the secondary left navigation bar. You'll notice an icon next to bank transactions. So you'll see bank transactions is bookmarked. So if I go to bookmarks, then you'll see that bank transactions are there. Say that I want to go to the chart of accounts and I want to bookmark the chart of accounts. I can select the icon and it is now bookmarked, or I can bookmark something directly from the bookmarks section. So let me go to, for example, expenses and bills, expense transactions, and then select bookmark current page. Select save. And you should plan on bookmarking all of the different functionality that you use on a regular basis, because then you'll easily just find them under bookmarks rather than having to search under all of the different apps or menus. If you're finding this video helpful, do me a favor and show your support by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. And remember to hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. It really helps more bookkeepers to find this content. In terms of finding different menus and different functionality within the menus, I would say it's fairly similar to the old version of QuickBooks. You just have to know that. You have to go to apps to do that. Now let me try, as I'm hovering over my apps, or let's say that I wanted to go to team, employees. So it looks like I can just go directly. So hover over my apps, hover over my team, and then go directly to employees. So let me do that. So it took me there, but you'll notice that the secondary left navigation bar, it still shows me all of the different apps or menus with all the different functionality. And again, we can toggle this. I just hate the idea of having to toggle so much. So let me just try having this toggled. If I say my apps and customer hub and overview. Okay, so at least if I have the second navigation bar closed and I just go directly to a menu, it won't reopen it. So I would say in terms of time savings, to just go directly from my apps and then hover over or find what you're looking for to go to it, or bookmark what you use on a regular basis and then select it from the bookmarks. Now let's go to reports. So the menus here are fairly similar to what we had before: standard reports, custom reports, management. I believe this is new. Let me take a look at what this is. So we have some cash flow trends, bank balances, activity as far as money in, money out, and some other widgets to help you manage cash flow. So I went to reports and standard reports and selected that, and it looks like the reports menu is fairly similar to what it used to be, and then you can still mark things as favorites, then see them in the favorite section. The report formatting, I believe, has changed. I will cover that in another video. Now let's go to this pinned section. Under the pinned section, we can bookmark the actual apps or menus. So I can bookmark accounting, expenses are bookmarked, sales. Let's see how we customize this. We'll go to the bottom and you'll see where it says customize. And then we can pin or unpin any of the apps or menus that we want to work with. So apparently it it looks like it only lets you pin 3 menus because it's not letting me select anymore. Let me just unpin sales and get paid and pin team. Okay, so it only lets me select 3 at this point. Hopefully it'll change in the future to where you could have more than 3. And last, I wanted to show something here. So if we have the second left navigation bar open, there's an icon here on the upper right-hand corner to maximize or to see everything in full screen. So I'll click on that. And actually that removes both left navigation bars. Okay, so it's not available in the dashboard. Go to accounting. So it looks like you can do it from the menus or the apps, and that maximizes everything, gets rid of the left navigation bars, and I click it back, and then I'm back to my previous setting. So what do you think of the new QuickBooks Online layout? Do you like it, or do you wish they had left things the way they were? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And before you go, do you want to know how I review my clients' books in just 15 minutes? Then sign up for my free Smart Review checklist. I will link that for you in the description. Next, watch my review and demo of the new QBO AI bank feeds. I share exactly why I was underwhelmed and what you need to know before you start using them.